Welcome to another video on channel Maths with Munir. I hope you all are doing great and learning a lot of math through my videos. I am very glad that my videos are really helping you out in order to have a better understanding. So we have started our topic already, which is about mensuration, and in my first two videos of mensuration we have covered each and everything related to cylinder and also related to cone as well. So what we are going to learn today in today's video, let me give you a quick overview. So in today's video, basically we have a solid in which the cone and cylinder are basically merged together. All right, we have a cylinder and we have a cone, and they are basically on a top of each other. So there is a cylinder and on the top of it there is a cone. So what we need to do, we need to find out the several things that we usually have to. So let's read out what actually this question says, and let me explain first about the solid that we have. So if you look at this figure, you will be realizing that this is basically the cylinder where we have a circular base of radius r centimeter, and on the top of this cylinder we are having a cone. So in cylinder usually we have two circular bases and one curved surface. Okay, so over here we have one circular base and then the curved surface. So the top circular base is basically open and that is merged with the cone as well, and then we have the curved surface of a cone. So what actually the question says, and yeah, not to be neglected, the base area of a cone and for the cylinder radius, the base radius for the cone and for the cylinder is basically r centimeter, and it says the height of the whole solid. Once we said about the height, we know that we are going to keep the take the distance from here till here, so that is basically your 8 centimeter. Now let's read this question and see what actually given. Height of the cylinder is twice the height of cone. Height of the cylinder, so this is the height of the cylinder. Okay, this is twice the height of the cone. So and this is the height of the cone. So let's say that the height of a cone is basically going to be your h. So height of the cylinder is 2 times, so that is going to be your 2h. So we can say that h plus 2h is going to give you the capital H, which is the whole height of this solid. Okay, that's one thing which is very clear. Now find the expression in terms of pi, r and h for the volume of solid. Okay, you have to be very careful. It says find the expression in terms of pi, r and capital H for the volume of a solid. We know that in our solid we have cone and we have cylinder, so volume of a cone and volume of a cylinder is going to merge together. So for the first part, which is A, volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h plus volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. Now the height over here, pi r square for the cone is h, so we are not going to do anything with that, but the height of a cylinder is 2 times h, so we will be writing pi r square into 2h. Now let's simplify this expression. So it would be 1/3 pi r square h plus 2 pi r square h plus 2 pi r square h. Okay, and if we take down the LCM over here, pi r square h and pi r square h, it would be 3 times 2 is basically 6 and plus 1 7, so it would be 7/3 pi r square h, and that would be your volume. Okay, now I want you to read this expression A, what it was saying. It was saying that find an expression in terms of pi, r and h for the volume of a solid. So we have pi, we have r, but h, the question was talking about the capital H, but over here we have the small h. So it means that we have to do some innovation in or some in order to remove the small h, and so that we could get the capital value of h. So now h plus 2h is going to be your capital H, small h plus 2h is going to give you your capital H. So that is 3h is equals to h, and the value of h is going to be 1/3 times h. So that is the value of small h that we got. So plug in this expression 7 over 3 pi r square and h is 1 over 3 h. Now I am going to write it over here. So volume that we have got 7 over 9 pi r square h. So that is the answer for your first part, and it says 7 over 9 pi r square h. Now since first part is very clear, so we can move to the B part. It says radius is 10 centimeter, height of cone is 15 centimeter. So this is the radius of the cone, which is 10 centimeter, and this is the height of the cone, which is 15 centimeter. Show that the slant height of cone is 18 centimeter, and this is the slant height of the cone. Okay, so let's begin with this part by removing the A part and this question, so that we could have some more space. And then okay, so R is 10 centimeter and height of cone is 15 centimeter. We need to find that L is basically 18. We need to show that L is basically 18, so I am putting a question mark over here so that you are not confused. So if you look at this figure carefully only about the cone, you will be realizing that this is the right angle triangle that we are having, and the slant height is basically your L, which is your hypotenuse. So by applying the Pythagoras formula, we can find out L square equals to R square plus H square. So L will be equals to R square plus H square square root. R we have 10 square, 10 and 10 square will be 100, plus H we have 15, 15 square is 225, and that would be 325. Okay, so if we take the square root of 325, so let's take the square root of 325, and it is 18.02, so we can round it off up to 18 centimeter. So this is the second part that we have got for this B. So I can erase the second part as well, and now we will be having some more space. Okay, what's this C part? It says circumference of the cone. That's what we need to find. Okay, for circumference of a cone, we know that C part, it is 2 pi r circumference. So plug in the value 2 pi, you can use 3.142 multiply by r is 10. Yeah, r is 10. So let's simplify it. 10 times 2 is going to be 20 multiplied by 3.142, and this would be equals to 62.84. So that is the circumference of a circle that we are having. Okay, the third part, which is total surface area. Third part is total surface area. Now total surface area is very important for you to understand it. Why? Usually in cylinder, the total surface area we were having the area of a curved surface, area of the curved surface, which is the 2 pi rh, and the area of a circular basis, which is pi r square plus pi r square. So the surface area for the cylinder is actually 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, and for the surface area of a cone we have pi r square, which is the circular base, plus the area of a curved surface, which is pi r l. So how we are going to do over here? Okay, we can erase this, and let's see the total surface area. We can also erase that thing. Okay, so the formula for the total surface area would be area of this curved surface, which is 2 pi rh, plus this is closed pi r square, plus since this is open, so it means that the top circular base we are not going to include it, and there is only the curved surface of a cone, and curved surface of a cone is pi r l. So plug in the value 2 multiplied by 3.142. This is the very important point that you really need to understand it, because most of the students, what they are doing over here, they are writing the they are writing the total surface area of a cylinder, which is 2 pi r square h plus 2 pi r square, and plus surface area of a cone, which is pi r square plus pi r square. So obviously that is going to give them a wrong calculation because they are adding one additional pi r square. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 3.142, radius that we have is basically 10, and h, the height of the cylinder, and height of the cylinder is basically 2h, and 2 times h is 30. Okay, so 30 plus 3.142 multiplied by r is again 10 square plus 3.142 multiplied by 10, and multiplied by L, we found that L is 18. So L is 18. So I am not solving it. It's a very simple calculation that you really need to put it on a calculator, and you will be getting the direct answer for the total surface area of a cone. So I hope that these videos are really helping you, and they are helping you in order to have a better understanding. So if you are new to my channel, then please do not forget to watch the first 2 videos that I have explained related to the cone and then cylinder about this topic mensuration, and then you can come back to this video, and then you can learn about, once we are merging the cone with the cylinder, then how we are going to find out the surface area and the volume of this solid. So please do subscribe my channel and share this video as much as you can.